been to a lot of rodeos and seen a lot of crazy things, and I can usually spot a bull who's about to break the reins. And sure enough, I did, but I ain't sure I did, 'cause a cow that looks that good ain't supposed to run that quick. But when it took off down that dirt road, I chased after it, and that's the day my truck met your fence. Well, I'm not saying it was my fault, and I'm not saying it was fate, but there was just no stopping my truck when my eyes locked on your face. And I swear I tried to hit the brakes, but when you told me your name, I knew I never stood a chance. And I could tell by your two fingers and a grin, that was the day my truck met your fence. Now, I've heard people say that small towns talk, and well, I can tell you it's true. 'Cause if there were ever two people whose worlds were destined to collide, it's me and you. I heard you were the town teacher, and I'm the guy who fixes everything. And I knew that God must have been a fence post when you started hollering. You said, "Boy, what were you thinking? And you better fix this quick." And I said, well, that's the day my truck met your fence. And I'm not saying it was my fault, and I'm not saying it was fate, but there was just no stopping my truck when my eyes locked on your face. And I swear I tried to hit the brakes, but when you told me your name, I knew I never stood a chance. And I could tell by your two fingers and a grin, that was the day my truck met your fence. And there are a lot of ways this story could end. You could put the fear of God in me and I'd never see you again. Or we could say it was the start of something big, and all I know is that's the day my truck met your fence. And I'm not saying it was my fault, and I'm not saying it was fate, but there was just no stopping my truck when my eyes locked on your face. And I swear I tried to hit the brakes, but when you told me your name, I knew I never stood a chance. And I could tell by your two fingers and a grin, that was the day my truck met your fence. Sunrise over the holler, mist still clinging to the trees, coffee just poured, feeling a moment of peace. Then a bellow from the pasture, a sound I knew too well, a flash of brown and white, heading straight for daisies, old stone wall. Now I ain't one to shy from a neighbor in need, but this whole situation, well, it planted a troublesome seed. Oh, that wasn't even my cow, I swear on my daddy's grave. Just a good Samaritan trying to misbehave. Reputation's torn, they're laughing down at the dining, pointing fingers at me, saying, Earl, you finally what you can't see. But that wasn't even my cow. No, that wasn't even my cow. Mrs. Henderson saw it all, sipping tea on her porch swing. Said I looked like a wild man, a lasso in a prayer I was bringing. Sheriff Billy just shook his head, a smirk playing on his face. Said, Earl, you got more guts than sense, chasing livestock all over the place. Daisy, bless her heart, just stared at it, her busted fence. Said, Earl, you owe me a new one, and maybe a little common sense. That wasn't even my cow, I swear on my daddy's grave. Just a good Samaritan trying to misbehave. Herding Bessie's escapee, a wild goose chase in the morn. Now my F-150's crumpled and my reputation's torn. They're laughing down at the diner, pointing fingers at me, saying, Earl, you finally lost it, chasing what you can't see. But that wasn't even my cow. No, that wasn't even my cow. Heard old man Johnson at the feed store telling tales with a wink. Said I tried to milk it right there, right on the very brink of total disaster, a legend in the making, they all agree. Just wish someone, anyone, would finally believe me. Old Earl hit Daisy's fence last Friday night, chasing a runaway cow in the fading light. He climbed out embarrassed, dust all on his jeans. Said, ma'am, I'm awful sorry about this mess I've made, it seems. She laughed and said, well, accidents happen, come on in. Poured him sweet tea while he called a tow truck friend. They sat on the porch swing talking for a spell, and that's when Betty walked in, and there went all the tale. According to Betty at the diner, Earl's already picked out diamonds for Daisy Harper. By 10 o'clock they're steady, by 11 they're in love. By lunchtime half the county's talking wedding bells above. From booth number 1 to the coffee pot corner, everybody's got a story getting bigger and warmer. Nobody knows the truth, but that don't seem to matter, according to Betty at the diner. By breakfast Monday morning, Earl couldn't catch a break. Folks kept winking at him down at Johnson's Feed and Grain. The barber heard they're eloping, the banker heard they're sold, the preacher heard they're registering China before they're old. Miss June swore Daisy picked a chapel and a date. Old Roy claimed he saw Earl buying flowers at the gate. Every time he set them straight, somebody changed the tale. By noon they had 3 children and a house beside the rail. According to Betty at the diner, Daisy's mama loves Earl and his old Ford Ranger. The preacher preacher's on standby, and the cake's already baked, and somebody's cousin swears the honeymoon's been planned for days. From booth number 1 to the coffee pot corner, everybody's got a story getting bigger and warmer. Nobody knows the truth, but that don't seem to matter, according to Betty at the diner. Funny how a porch swing and a glass of sweet iced tea can turn into a love story for the whole community. Earl says, y'all are crazy. Betty says, maybe so. But Daisy just keeps smiling. Nobody misses that glow. According to Betty at the diner, those two are headed straight for happily ever after. Maybe Betty's wrong, maybe Betty's right, but she's been telling that story every day and every night. From the front doorbell to the last cup splatter, the town keeps adding chapters to the laughter. And if those two fall in love, well, it won't really matter, 'cause Betty already told everybody, according to Betty at the diner. Well, I took her to dinner at Miss Nell's diner, knocked my sweet tea in my lap when I tried to sit beside her. Then I dropped her off in the middle of nowhere when I ran out of gas and had a flat spare. But the thing that took the cake was the time I showed up late and backed my truck into her daddy's Jeep. Yeah, I made quite the name for myself that night in Willow Creek. When I fell into her daddy's pool, I lost her mama's poodle, made her little sister cry, and shot her brother's squirrel rifle. But baby, it's true, I was nervous around you. I'm surprised you gave me a second chance, 'cause a girl like you, so pretty and so cool, was way out of my league. But I got a big heart underneath all that stupid, so thanks for giving me grace. 'Cause if I hadn't have met you, I wouldn't have had the worst first date in Willow Creek. Well, I walked her to the door and gave her a kiss as her daddy's taking pictures of me and my skivvies, and her mama's trying to find the family pet in the backyard, but with a piece of bacon. I was shaking in my boots, so I tried to play it cool and ask, hey, when can I see you again? She said, we can't let the town down now, we're just getting started. They don't want to see this end. And then I fell into her daddy's pool, I lost her mama's poodle, made her little sister cry, and shot her brother's squirrel rifle. But baby, it's true, I was nervous around you. I'm surprised you gave me a second chance, 'cause a girl like you, so pretty and so cool, was way out of my league. But I got a big heart underneath all that stupid, so thanks for giving me grace. 'Cause if I hadn't met you, I wouldn't have had the worst first date in Willow Creek. Well, her name was Daisy, mine was Earl. Her daddy owned the biggest tractor in the county, and I was just a small town grease monkey mechanic. She was breaking my heart, making my world spin around me, making me crazy since the day that I met her. And I met her in a faded pair of overalls, nothing to lose and everything to gain, like a grand prize, and I just had to win it all. And under the fairground lights, I saw her in a different light. It was the first time that I saw her like that. It was the first time I was falling like that. In a county fair, kind of beautiful, and all of those carnival sounds, like a little small town surround. In the air, everywhere, in the air, everywhere. It was the first time I was falling like that. In a county fair, kind of beautiful. Nothing like that summertime, small town excitement, Ferris wheel lights and the warm summer air. And she was the kind of pretty I was born to get lost in. And I was like a kid, and she was like a fair. And under the fairground lights, I saw her in a different light. It was the first time that I saw her like that. It was the first time I was falling like that. In a county fair, kind of beautiful, and all of those carnival sounds, like a little small town surround. In the air, everywhere, in the air, everywhere. It was the first time I was falling like that. In a county fair, kind of beautiful. Butterflies in the sky and butterflies in my chest. And that was the day that I realized she's more than my best friend. And under the fairground lights, I saw her in a different light. It was the first time that I saw her like that. It was the first time I was falling like that. And in a county fair, kind of beautiful, beautiful, and all of those carnival sounds, like a little small town surround. In the air, everywhere, in the air, everywhere. It was the first time I was falling like that. In a county fair, kind of beautiful. Old men on the benches, all in overalls, spitting out sunflower seeds, drinking alcohol. There goes Tucker and Daisy Mae Harper. Earl's got her dancing, and they all start talking two-step trouble. they call them, trying to deny what the whole town's knowing. They might be dancing with somebody else, but when the song ends, it never fails. They got a two-step trouble they can't help. This ain't the first time that Earl's done found her. He don't even see her until he's all around her. She don't really like him, she just likes to two-step. But that ain't what she told her girlfriends. Is it two-step trouble? That's what they call them, trying to deny what the whole town's knowing. And they might be dancing with somebody else, but when the song ends, it never fails. They got a two-step trouble they can't help. And they switch partners, change tables, try to stay off the dance floor, but they're unable. Two-step trouble, that's what they call them, trying to deny what the whole town's knowing. They might be dancing with somebody else, but when the song ends, it never fails. They got a two-step trouble they can't help. I've been thinking about you, Daisy Mae Harper, since you caught my eye at the Waffle House. You ordered hash browns and decaf coffee, told your best friend you were moving back home. You're a country girl with big blue eyes and a high school sweetheart, but not anymore. So I figured I'd give it a try, and I spent all my money on a brand new Ford. The truck I bought to impress you, I saw you smiling with your sunglasses on, wind blowing through your hair. I swear you look like an angel right there. You were speechless when you climbed inside in your cut-off shorts and your Carolina pride. When I think of what it was all for, I wish I could say I regret it more. But the truth is, I kinda want to keep driving the truck I bought to impress you. It wasn't quite brand new, but it was to me. Had four-wheel drive and 22s, was the nicest thing I'd ever seen. I said, sign me up, and traded in my shoes. But 2 miles out of town, the engine light came on, and that transmission gave out quick, with smoke pouring from the hood. And not a mile to go, my foot hit the ground and I yelled out, shit. In the truck I bought to impress you, the sun was shining in the rear view. With my boots in the dirt and my head in my hands, I knew I wouldn't see you, but half the town did. There were farmers passing in their tractors when the highway patrol pulled over to help me. I knew I'd never make it to the diner, and I'd have to call a tow truck driver, but the truth is I kinda had to. When I got out of the truck, I bought to impress you. The transmission died, and now my whole life is waiting on a part from Japan. And my head's hung low from the side of the road to the mechanic shop where I am. And the more that I think about you and how you'll probably never know that I spend my whole life savings just to end up stuck on the side of the road. In the truck I bought to impress you, I spent all my money and lost my shoes, and you'll never know what it was all for, 'cause I've been stuck in the same place since 4, with nothing else to do but fix the truck I bought to impress you. I gotta fix the truck I bought to impress you. The sun went down in strips of gold across the Harper bean field fence. Earl had grease on both his hands, Daisy had that teacher sense. We sat where the screen door squeaks, used to carry all our lives, and that old swing rocked slow and low like it knew what we'd been trying to hide. He said that truck will run by dawn. I said, boy, you say that every time. He laughed like he was innocent, like he hadn't wrecked my peace of mind. From the county fair to diner talk, to him fixing up my tired old chain. We kept on dodging what we felt till even Fridays seemed to know our names. Crickets sang through the heat, fireflies lit the yard, and for once the whole wide town wasn't leaning on our hearts. Earl Tucker, look at me, I can't keep playing mean. Daisy May, I see it too, I've been falling right through to you. No more jokes, no more running, no more acting like we're fine. Earl Tucker, Daisy May, it's been yours all this time. He traced a knot in the porch rail, I stared down at my shoes. He said, I was scared you'd leave. I said, honey, I'd have stayed with you. Then he took my hand real slow, like he was asking me to dance. And the whole night softened round us, like the world had given us one more chance. We laughed at all those almost, at the fence he fixed for free, at the pie I burned that Sunday, at the times he walked me home to me. Then his thumb brushed my knuckles, and my whole shy heart gave said, "I love you, Daisy May." And I said, "Earl, I feel the same." Earl Tucker, look at me, I can't keep playing mean. Daisy May, I see you too, I've been falling right through to you. No more jokes, no more running, no more acting like we're fine. Earl Tucker, Daisy May, it's been yours all this time. The swing kept on its creaking, the night kept closing in, and somewhere past the pasture our new life could begin. Three sunrises gone, and the diner feels cold. My coffee sits black while the gossip unfolds. Earl Tucker ain't smiling, that's all folks can say. Ever since that misunderstanding drove Daisy away. I passed by her street, but I don't slow down, though her porch swing still sways on the edge of town. Neither one of us cheated, neither one lied, but stubborn assumptions got taller than pride. Mama said, "Son, let your temper cool, but love don't wait around on a stubborn fool. It sits in your chest and it won't let go when you need the right words but don't know where to go." 3 days of silence and one rainstorm, 3 days of missing the place I belong. What was I defending? What was I proving when her leaving hurt more than the words we were using? It took 3 days of silence and one hard rain to wash out the judgment and soften the pain. 'Cause winning an argument don't mean a thing if it silences voices that used to just sing. The boys at the station could tell something's wrong. I ain't cracked a joke all week long. The dance hall was crowded but empty somehow, like a church without prayer or a field without plow. Oh, Mr. Bell at the feed store line quit asking if everything's doing just fine. He could read that storm I was living within, like thunder rolling beneath my skin. I kept telling myself she was stubborn too, like somehow that made my hurting less true. But every night when the porch light glowed, I kept hearing a knock that never showed. 3 days of silence and one rainstorm, 3 days of missing the place I belong. clouds rolled in from the west that night, low and heavy as a guilty mind. Rain hit the rooftops, the fences, the fields, and this old country boy finally learned to yield. The water came pouring on gravel and clay, rinsing the stubbornness right away. I don't care who's right, I don't care who began. If being right costs Daisy, then right ain't worth a damn. So I turned that pickup toward her place, with windshield wipers keeping time to my mistakes. Every mile felt lighter than the mile before, till I pulled through the puddles outside her door. I saw her shadow pause behind the light, like she knew my boots in the middle of the night. I raised my hand and she opened the screen, looking just like every dream I'd seen. 3 days of silence and one rainstorm. 3 days that felt like a lifetime gone. 3 days of learning what truly matters, and watching my foolish pride finally shatter. It took 3 days of silence, judgment, and clear away pain. 'Cause winning an argument don't mean a thing if it silences voices that used to just sing. No, winning an argument don't mean a thing if it cost you the one who makes your heart sing. Rain on the porch rail, rain on the front door frame. I said, darling, I missed you. And Daisy said my name. The storm kept rolling softly across the fields and plains, and love came walking back to us on one rainstorm's worth of rain.